Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be warming up. I usually do these to start off drawing because a warmed up hand will yield better results for when I start drawing what I want to draw. And I have a few goals for this sketchbook that I was supposed to talk about in the live that I was meant to do last weekend, and I just didn't. And I was like so tired and stuff. I don't know, I was really frazzled, but I have the goals written down somewhere. So remember to practice face angles, emotions, backgrounds, and props. So I've been practicing props so far, and so I decided to do a page full of face emotions. I started off with using the Grafit Studio reference pack. By the way, there is an affiliate code linked in the bio, and if you use it, you will be like telling the creators that like I basically referred you to use them, and I get a small portion of the money. You don't have to use it, of course, but it'll just help me out, and that would be great. And they put out new packs all the time, so I bought some of their facial expression packs, and I'm using a few of those faces for my characters. I started off with drawing Bradley with an angry face, and I was really thinking about how to stylize the expressions but also still keep it like with my character. And it was like, you know, sometimes if you just tweak one tiny thing, the emotion can be expressed wrong when you draw it. So it was like I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting what I want to draw across, which is like a frustrated girl. So I think I did a pretty good job with this first expression. And yeah, I bought these like Ahuhu water-based markers, and I tried to make sure to use them just to add a bit of color. I see a lot of people use like Crayola markers and stuff to just fill in some sketches, so I decided to use it this time, and I definitely filled it out very shriekily, but I still liked it. There's a lot of like not focused clips for this part. I'm so sorry, I don't know what was going on my camera. I ended up having to like change the settings and everything, but I drew Vincent next, and it looks like her but it also doesn't look like her. It's so weird, but I had a good time drawing her. I decided to do a more playful expression where I think she's smiling and holding her hand up to her face because she's from the 60s, and I feel like she almost has that like 40s to 60s housewife type to her, where it's like she's very whimsical and playful, and like I think of her sort of like Brie Vandekamp from Desperate Housewives, where like everything seems to be put together and you're very like happy-go-lucky commercial type thing. Like I definitely say she has the vibe of that movie, what's it called, The Truman Show, like Truman's wife in that show, how she's like filming a commercial. She kind of has that vibe, and so I wanted to pick an expression that I feel like would go with that, and so I picked this one. It was like kind of hard to do the hand. I think I messed up with that hand a bit, but I also did really end up liking it. I think it captured the energy that I wanted to, where it feels very whimsical, and I was thinking I should make a spring background with her because I think she has that embodiment of springtime and just not juvenile, but like innocence and bliss and this sort of like very all-American vibe. I don't even know if she's like actually American. I haven't really thought about the backgrounds of a lot of my characters, but I know that it's just supposed to be feeling very vintage, almost black and white. I know the 60s aren't black and white, but I feel like she has like a mixture, just the old soul type vibe. And so I like that was the main thing that I was doing when I picked all of these emotions or expressions that I wanted to use. I did use 3 different packs. Well, actually, one pack had like a part 1 and part 2, so I used that, like the part 1 and part 2, and then I used a different pack. So technically 2 packs, but yeah. I want to do some more warm-ups and everything. I'd love to like warm up on stream. I always say I want to stream more, but then I always think I get overwhelmed and everything. when it comes down to it. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do a lot more stuff like this. I think I just messed up because it's just that first knuckle that I was supposed to show, and the hand ended up feeling a little bit wonky. But yeah. Anyway, random tangent, but I think you guys would be proud of me that I'm recording this on Wednesday, it's Valentine's Day, and this video is gonna go up on Saturday. So I'm actually early for once. I really feel great. I went to the dentist today, and it's weird because my mouth hurts, but I can talk more than I could when I got my last surgery done. I got a crown, and this time I got a filling, and yeah, so I'm really excited to finish up the work on my teeth. I think I have one more thing to do before I want to get Invisalign, and then hopefully it's just like cleanings from there and nothing else. But I tried to do a smile, and it was very difficult. Smiles are still very hard for me. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so frustrating. So I skipped the filling in of that one, and then I decided to do this growl pose for my character Adam. Adam is a werewolf, and he is related to another character named Sean. Sean is not a werewolf, actually. I think that he's a werewolf specifically because they grew up in the 60s, and I think people from their history, from this lunar tribe, will typically have the women as witches who will cast a spell so that the men can become werewolves and protect them. That's how it originally started. So Adam is going to be a werewolf, and his sister is just a witch, and she watches over him. She's his older sister, and I realize they're actually older by a few years, but I think because the time that my story is currently set in, like, the years no longer matter because they're both like way older, but I think they're like 11 years apart or something like that. So it's like a pretty big gap. Me and my eldest sister are only 6 years apart. So I imagine, like, at that point, well, my sister kind of felt like a mother to me, but I also knew that she was my older sister. But I think at that point, we're like, before you're even in middle school, the person will be in college and probably graduating college and everything, that it's more of a motherly relationship. So yeah, they're not very distant from each other at all. I think they're very close, and I think she's very protective of him, and ultimately she's like always wanting to watch out and look out for him, and fulfilling that like traditional role that they have in the coven, but still trying to be herself. So I tried to give him a bit of attitude. I didn't really know how to do like the nose scrunch to show that he's like rawr, but yeah, I tried. I don't think I did that great of a job. And then I did a really bad hand because the reference was a female, so I feel like the hand, or female presenting, so I feel like the hand aired more on that side, and I didn't really want it to. Then I drew Bobby last. I've actually developed more of an obsession with Bobby lately because my comic is starting off with her. So I decided to do a angry look, but more like when you're like when you like anger your mom and then they like give you like a don't test me look type anger, rather than a traditional one. I think one thing I forgot to do is like make the eyes as big as I wanted to exaggerate the expression, because I think that's the biggest trouble I have. I need to learn to exaggerate expressions so that it can be more clearly communicated to the audience what exactly the character is feeling. It's really hard for me to do that, I think, because pushing it too far might make it a bit ugly, and there's ugly expressions that look good in animation and character design, 2D design, whatever, but I don't know that I've mastered that yet, and that's what I'm trying to do. My hand is basically covering everything. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to record from different angles and stuff so you guys can see better, but yeah, this is the last one I decided to do. Her hair, I always give her this more modern wolf cut, even though she's from the 1920s and like lives through all the eras. I really think that she would more settle into this grunge pop no, not grunge pop, sorry, alternative grunge look that's more from modern times. So the 21st century rather than the 20th. And also realized her hair kind of looks like a housewife and from the early 2000s that would have like really weird low lights, and I'm like, maybe I should give her low lights instead. That'd be so cool for her hair. If you know what her hair currently looks like, you know she doesn't have that. Yeah, so that's all for today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with others, and thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye. Have a great rest of your week.